大家好. Today I'm reviewing this new iPhone app I've been playing with. It's called Amanda, and it's used to learn Chinese through trending news stories in China. Um, I love this app. It's a great learning tool, and here's why I love it. I'm currently at the iTunes website, and as you can see here, with these screenshots, this is sort of the home view. So these are the dates here, so you can go back to previous days and see the news stories there. Um, uh, and then once you go into a news story, there are several things you can do. One of the things I really like about this app is the news stories are short. So they're about 3 times the size of what you see here, this paragraph, this sentence here. So they're not terribly long. You can toggle between English and Chinese down here. And you can tap on a word. If this were you tapped here and it turns into Chinese, you can tap on any Chinese character in the vocabulary and pronunciation, and an audio button to hear it pronounced will appear down below here. Likewise, you tap on a vocabulary word here, it appears down here, and then there'll be a button you can click to add it to your vocabulary list. So as you're reading through articles day after day after day, you can collect the vocabulary words that you want to further study over here. And that's about it. It's pretty simple. Again, the reasons why I love this is because the news stories are short. Most Chinese learners, and starting out, after a couple of years and you want to try and read newspapers, it's very 不知所措的, and you're very overwhelming and you're likely to want to give up. But these articles are very short, bite-sized, easy to get through, and you don't feel frustrated or overwhelmed. So wonderful app. It also has audio, so you can click an audio button and it will read the whole short news story to you out loud, so you can practice your pronunciation as well. So great app. If you have an iPhone, I would run and grab it. Apparently they also have some Apple Watch features if you have an Apple Watch. A couple suggestions I would have for the makers of this app. Number one, it would be nice if there was a way to bookmark stories. So if I read this story, let's say I read this, The Smell of Water, and there was some new vocabulary in there and maybe some new sentence structures that I want to focus on. I wish I could bookmark that story so that there would be a page that I could go to and it would tell me all the stories that I've read. And that way, for review purposes, I don't have to scroll back through days trying to remember which articles I read. It'd be nice if I could just click one button and boom, there's an archive of the stories that I have already read and studied. And I can quickly and easily go through them again to review them so I don't forget. Remember, a big part of Chinese, or a big part of studying anything, isn't initially learning something. It's reviewing it enough afterwards so that you don't forget it. So that's one. Another nice feature would be more flashcard control. Really what this does, it's not really a flashcard app. It's like it says here, 5 words collected. So it's just a place to collect the words that you've learned. But you can't control it, you can't manipulate it. It's not in a flashcard form. It would be nice if, at least for here, it would be nice if you could export your list so that you put in an email address or something and it would email you a tab delimited file of the words that you've collected. That would be a great feature. That way you could easily import it into something like Anki or Quizlet. Another nice feature would be the ability to be able to export stories. So if I really like this story and I want to do more study with it, it would be nice if I could email it to myself. I understand that developers may be worried about someone stealing their content and using it for their own purposes, but It would be nice to be able to export stories so I could bring it into a Word file and then, or maybe someone would want to bring it into Google Translate and, study it, tear it apart, you just have more control over it to improve your study process. So those are my suggestions. Overall, great app. If you have an iPhone, go get it.